Hello and welcome to our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 306.
We got up very early this morning, which was exhausting, especially after such a late night last night. We didn't leave Magic Kingdom till after 1 o'clock in the morning, and now we're getting up very early today to get over to Magic Kingdom before 7 o'clock in the morning. A really quick turnaround for us to get there, but it's also a really quick turnaround for all of those Halloween decorations to become Christmas decorations, and we wanted to see what they did. So we got there at the park at 7 o'clock. We were waiting for them to open up. We went inside and got to check out all the amazing Christmas decor. And of course, we dressed the part for all of the Christmas stuff. So we stopped and got several PhotoPass pictures throughout the park. And we were here to do a video. We wanted to finish off that video we started last night with the Halloween stuff. So we walked up Main Street and showed all the great Christmas stuff they had, just kind of contrasting with the Halloween from the night before. We walked back behind the castle and took pictures there. Took pictures all around the hub and on Main Street, and the sun wasn't really even up yet, so it was kind of weird being in Magic Kingdom that early. We got pictures of the ice cream parlor all decorated, some of the decorations down on the lamp posts on Main Street, and then up by City Hall we found the area where Santa is going to be meeting later on, so we got a picture of that too. Just wandering all over Main Street, the hub and Town Square, checking out all the Christmas stuff they have going on here.
We made sure to get a few more pictures with the PhotoPass photographers as well of us because we did dress up. We are here and it's just really cool because there's almost no one in the park and we're having such a great time this morning. We're also extremely tired. So we started heading back to Contemporary. We decided to walk because it's now about sunrise. It was around 8 a.m. So we got to see the sunrise over Contemporary, which was really awesome, which made us realize just how early we got up this morning. We walked back to Contemporary and actually went to the gift shop because we were told that they have Christmas pins there. We wanted to check all of those out. And we got to see the gingerbread castle, which looks amazing. It's done, and so we really enjoyed getting to see all the details here. But we did have to head back to our room and change because we have breakfast this morning at Akershus. So we changed, went downstairs, got on the monorail. We actually had the green monorail, and it had just been remodeled, so it looked so good. We took that to the TTC, got off at the TTC, and headed to Epcot so we could go to breakfast and see the princesses and, of course, get some really good food. When we got inside, Belle was there waiting for us, and I walked up first because I have a little chip teacup purse, which she absolutely loved. It's so cute. It really doesn't hold, well, anything, but it makes for great pictures, and Belle really loved it. So we got some pictures together, and then Robert jumped in, and we got some pictures with all of us. We snapped a picture of Belle and then headed inside because we're very hungry. At this point, we've actually been up a very long time, so we were ready to eat.
We were really curious to see how breakfast would go because this is all you can eat and kind of a buffet, and we've only been here for dinner before, which we didn't care for, but that was also a long time ago. It was on our honeymoon, so we're excited to see if breakfast is different. When we got over there, we realized they don't have anything hot on the buffet. They have different types of fruit out on one of the cold areas and lots of different options there. They have some breads, including Mickey waffles if you want those, and of course several different types of pastries. And they had a meat and cheese station that had lots of different meats and cheeses, as well as some smoked salmon and all the little sides for that. But they didn't have anything hot up there. So we made small plates from what was on the buffet. And then when we got to our table, they brought us some bacon, sausage, eggs, and hash brown casserole. As soon as I tried the hash brown casserole, I realized that it was amazing. So I flagged down our server and I said, "This is good, another." No, just kidding. I actually said, "Please." And they brought more hash brown casserole out because I was gonna eat all of that little serving they gave us and then some. They also had scrambled eggs that were actual real eggs, not the powdered stuff they usually do on buffets. So I had some more of those as well. They were really good. Overall, I was very happy with the buffet. It's nothing crazy spectacular as far as the food goes, but everything was solid, and I felt like there was plenty there that I enjoyed, even though there wasn't really a signature item or anything super special there.
And while we were eating, the princesses did come around. First up was Cinderella, so I took a picture with her, and then Robert got a picture with her as well. We talked for just a minute, and then she kept going to the other tables. Next up was my favorite princess, Aurora, came by, and I got some pictures with her and got to talk to her. Robert took some pictures and I snapped one of her. Not long after, Snow White came by. I took a picture with her. Robert took a picture with her. And I actually really enjoyed talking to Snow White, which is unusual because she's not my favorite princess, but we had a really nice conversation about birds, so I really enjoyed that. And last but not least, Ariel came on by and we got to talk to her and take some pictures with her as well. I really enjoy that the princesses are here and that you get to take pictures with them, and Robert enjoyed the food, so overall this was a really good breakfast.
But what made this meal even better is the fact that it was free. So we got to use our Tables in Wonderland discount, which is 20% off. Automatically adds the tip on, but it's 20% off, so it's basically a wash. But on top of the discount, we were using those $10 bonus dining cards that we've been getting as we purchased the $100 gift cards from Epcot. They're good at specific restaurants for specific meals, and this is one of them. So we are not paying anything out of pocket for this meal. The only downside was they're all individual $10 cards and you cannot combine them. So I had to go with the server over to the register and they had to scan each card one at a time from my phone. And each of those cards also printed out a receipt that needed to be signed. So I wound up with 10 or 11 receipts in front of me that I had to sign each and every one of them and leave them for the server. They had this little book of receipts by the time I was done, but I didn't really care if I had to sit there and sign receipts a couple minutes because I got a free meal out of it and it was pretty good.
Once we finally finished with all of that, we said goodbye to our server and then headed to the DVC lounge because they have really good Wi-Fi there and Contemporary does not. So we wanted to get that video uploaded of the transformation from Halloween to Christmas. So we worked in the DVC lounge for about an hour to get that video completely edited and uploaded to YouTube and social media. Once we finally got that done, on our way out, we did stop at the restrooms around the corner at the Imagination Pavilion, and we actually got to see Donald and Pinocchio. Two random characters just hanging out there. It was a nice little surprise, and of course, surprise characters always make you smile. When you go to see the characters that you're there for, of course you know they're there, you have a great time, but when they're a surprise, it just makes it that much better, and you really don't care which characters they are, they just make you happy. We opted not to stand in line to take a picture with them because we are really feeling how tired we are, so we walked to the front of Epcot to get on the monorail to go to the TTC, to then get on the monorail to go to Contemporary so we could go to our room and take a nap because we really needed one.
And I did set an alarm when we laid down because I wanted to make sure I made it down to the Gingerbread Castle a little bit later on. They were going to be opening up for the first time, selling some treats and stuff, but the chef who was in charge of the Gingerbread Castle was also going to be there, and I wanted to meet him. So I got up and went down there. They had all kinds of stuff for sale. They had a special hot chocolate mug that you could get for the Contemporary that looked like a gingerbread house. There was a little Christmas ornament that looked like a piece of candy. They have one of these at each of the resorts apparently. And they had a ton of different treats and pastries, things they were selling out there, in addition to the hot chocolate that was like a slushy thing they had. Lots of snacks and treats you could buy, which you really wanted to because you smelled all the gingerbread from the Gingerbread Castle. But the only thing I wanted to buy was the pin for the gingerbread house. I bought it because the chef was going to be coming out and signing pins if you would like him to sign one. So I got one of those, and when he got out there, he did sign the back of my pin, which was really cool. Of course, I had to get a picture with him and a picture of him in front of the castle as well. And that was when I realized they also had props for photos, not necessarily with the chef, but just over by the castle. One of them was a little picture frame you could use, and the other one was a little sign that said it was the 10th anniversary of the gingerbread house here at the Contemporary, which was really cool. I took one final picture of the gingerbread castle by itself because there was no one in front of it at that point, and then I walked back up to the room, and when I got there, the sun was starting to set, so I got my camera out, went out on the balcony, and took a ton of pictures of the sunset as it was going down over the Seven Seas Lagoon. And then I turned and saw an angle on a picture that I was very excited about taking, but I had to wait for just the right timing. All the lights had come on the side of the building here at the Contemporary, and I had a straight shot down to the monorail track. So if I waited for a monorail car to come around, I could get a really cool picture. And Monorail Line came around with the perfect angle, and I got the perfect shot, exactly what I wanted. One of my all-time favorite pictures I've taken of the monorail. It's really unique because you have to be on this specific floor, out on the balcony, ideally on this end of the building. It's just kind of a perfect storm of factors, and I absolutely love how it turned out. As the sky continued to change, I turned and looked over, and the Grand Floridian over there had a really cool sky up above it, so I took some more pictures there, and then I put the camera away. I was like, okay, that was a lot of fun. I haven't shot sunset in a while. It was great. I headed back into the room and we just kept working. We had a lot of work to do today, but we had kind of burned the first half of the day. So we decided to work this evening. We worked all evening long until it was time for fireworks. Then we went out on the balcony and just sat and enjoyed watching Happily Ever After from our balcony. Then we went back inside and kept working, trying to keep ourselves as busy as we possibly could, because we're trying to stay up late again tonight. Not because there's a Halloween party. Those are actually officially done. We don't have to worry about those anymore. But we're hoping to be able to see when they light up the castle for the very first time with the dream lights.
It was not easy staying awake because we were so tired from last night, but we were very determined, and around 1:30 in the morning, the lights on the castle went on. And we were both in our room cheering because we made it. We did stay up. Robert did take some pictures, and these were the very first pictures of Cinderella Castle Dream Lights for 2019. We were so excited. And as soon as he took those pictures and after we were done cheering, we went to bed because we were still very tired even after the nap. And that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
For our Year with the Ears.